Hey everyone, I'm Ms. Zombo and I want to welcome you to AP Environmental Science this year. I'm really looking forward to meeting each and every one of you as we move through this year and we grow and learn together. When I welcome you to our class, I want you to understand the emphasis of our, because here I am just a facilitator so that we can learn together, because environmental problems are always changing and we always need new solutions, new ideas. And the only way that we can get that is if we collaborate and work together. So I'm really looking forward as we learn this year in AP Environmental Science. I just want to talk to you about a couple of the topics that we'll be working through. As you can see on the screen, we have ecosystems and biodiversity, looking at the interdependence of living organisms within their environment, how population size and humans impact the environment, population dynamics, looking how population size deals with our impact and problems that may occur within our environments. But I also want us to talk about population dynamics within organisms, not just humans. So we'll talk about the sustainability within ecosystems and how that sustainability is important to make sure that our resources are still there for future use. And then of course, you can't go through environmental science without talking about pollution, but it's not just the negative aspects of what pollution has entered into our ecosystems, but also what are the new technologies and ways that we can improve our footprint on this earth to help it to be more sustainable. And then the last topic that we tend to close in to wrap everything together is global change. And we hear it every day on the news about how Earth has changed. And is that change always bad? Those are some things that we're going to talk about, because when we talk about, yes, increase in carbon dioxide levels, we can talk about increase in temperatures. We can, of course, go into about global warming, climate change, but also we have to put in the aspects of technology. How have things improved? How can we improve sustainability, our resource use? What new techniques or new knowledge can we put out there to really see how humans can positively impact the environment? So as we move through this year, the topics are going to be dynamic because environmental science is always dynamic. And also because each and every one of you come in with your perceptions, with your ideas, with your knowledge. It would help us to grow as a class. So as we move through the year, we will cover 9 units. And first semester, we have 5 units, which of course means 5-unit tests, but 2 large projects. And really those projects are dealing with land use and how do we divide land to make sure that we can not only have places to live, but also places to work, as well as an area to provide food for a growing nation. And then in second semester, we have 4 units, and again, 4-unit tests and 2 projects. The large project that we usually do is our eco chambers, in which you are responsible for developing and monitoring and keeping your ecosystems thriving throughout a 6-week period. I always love this project because I love the creativity that you come in with and the things that we learn while we're moving through those projects and the testing that you are able to do on those water systems and on the soil systems and looking at how organisms change over this period of time. Homework in our class typically consists of you finishing your assignments if you did not finish them in class. I always have you linked to AP Classroom and their video lectures. I think those video lectures are very important because where else to hear the content other than from College Board, who is making the AP exam? And then also preparing for our tests that are coming along. So in a typical week, I would expect you may, over that week, have about 4 hours worth of homework. And again, that really depends on how much you're doing in class to make sure that you use our class time wisely so that we can grow together. And then just to go ahead and put it on the calendar, our AP environmental exam will be on May the 13th. So hopefully you are going to take that AP exam and we are going to prepare ourselves to do as well as you want to do. But we're going to work through this together. Just a few other little things. If you need extra help, I'm going to be here to help you. For some of you, I know it's your first time taking an AP class. For others, you are pros at it. You've taken several. But in our classroom, we're going to work together to help each other grow. For my behalf, on Mondays and Thursdays, starting at 2:15, I will have tutoring. Everyone is welcome. And then, of course, I'm here in the mornings and afternoons, and I am happy to work with you. The only thing you just have to do is check with me just to make sure that I don't have another meeting. For class, you may need some notebook or something else that helps you stay organized, because we will get a lot of labs. Our labs tend to be very lengthy because we have to wait for things to grow, wait for things to die. It can take some time. So you have to keep up with these labs. And a lot of times we're doing multiple labs at one time. And of course, you need a pencil and pen, and a calculator is always handy because we're always doing math. And if you're able, we are always using paper towels, Ziploc bags. We need tissues and gloves all the time, because a lot of you don't like to touch the soil or the other things that we're working with your bare hands. And if you're one of those, please bring in gloves. But paper towels are something that we need, and any classroom donations would be fantastic. So these are just a little bit of an introduction. I can't wait to meet each and every one of you. And I really hope that I see you at Open House on August the 1st. It's coming up shortly. And this is hoping for a fantastic school year. See you on Thursday.